Hello everybody. So as you can tell from the title of this video, this is going to be the Would You Rather Baby Edition tag. I decided that I wanted to make my own tag video. Everybody seems to be making their own, so I wanted to make one as well. And I did some research and I didn't find anything on a baby what would you rather tag, so I'm making my own. And this video is, well, this tag I should say, is just for fun. Obviously some of the scenarios and stuff that I'm going to be answering, they're going to be so off the wall. You guys are going to be like, what the heck? That's not real life. That would never happen. But that's the fun of it. So let's just keep this tag fun, and yeah. Oh, and before I get started, if you guys have any that you want to add in, feel free to add one if you have a Would You Rather one. Some of these were kind of taken from real life, so some of them are actual scenarios that really could happen, and the other ones are just like completely off the wall. So there's 10 of them, but yeah, okay, let's get started. Okay, number 1. Would you rather walk around with poop on your face all day or puke/spit up on your back and not know it? Okay, so I got the poop thing from the movie that just recently came out on DVD with Katherine Heigl and I don't remember the name of it. But anyways, she had poop on her face and she didn't know it. And the funny thing is my husband will be one of those people that would actually walk around with poop on his face and not know it, because he'll be eating spaghetti and he'll have spaghetti on his face. I'm like, baby, you got spaghetti on your face. You gotta wipe that off or something. He's like, I can't feel it. So I would much rather have spit up or puke down my back and not know it, because I can just change my shirt. Most times I have like a tank top underneath, or I'll have like a jacket and I'll just take my shirt off and put that on. But if you have poop on your face, that's just disgusting. I mean, I personally would not want poop on my face, and people would be like, what smells like poop? And I'd be like, yeah, I keep smelling it. And I'd be like checking my clothes and I don't see nothing on me, but yeah, I'd much rather have puke on me. Number 2, would you rather your child scream for an entire 6-hour flight or listen to someone else's child scream for a 6-hour flight? This can actually happen. And I actually was on a plane with someone whose child screamed for at least an hour. And I must say that I would much rather have my child scream for 6 hours, because I know that I would feel so bad and so guilty. I would be constantly telling people, I am so sorry, I'm so sorry, you know. I'm trying to get them to calm down. Some other people are not so nice. They'll just be like, oh well, kids scream, they cry, they boo-hoo, oh well, suck it up and deal with it. It's nothing I can do. And people are like that. They will have that attitude. And so, for me, I would much rather hear my child scream for 6 hours than to hear someone else's child scream, because I would be like, seriously, is there something you can do? At least apologize and be like, I'm so sorry you have to hear this. So, yeah. Okay, number 3. If you were on a trip, would you rather have no wipes and have to use your favorite shirt or clothing article, or would you rather have no diapers and have to use your favorite shirt or clothing article, and there's no stores within an hour away? So either you wipe your baby's butt, poopy butt, with your favorite clothing article, or use it as a diaper. I think I would much rather take the risk and say, okay, let's try to hurry up and get to the nearest store and find some diapers or something if I forgot to bring some extras, because most likely on trips I'm not going to use cloth diapers. It makes more sense to use disposables instead of keeping poopy things in the car with us. So if I by some chance forgot to bring a diaper, I would use one of my favorite clothing articles as a diaper rather than me be out of wipes, because if I was out of wipes and I had to wipe their butt with my favorite shirt, if I wore that shirt again, I would be like, every time I would be thinking, ugh, this is so disgusting. I had poop on this thing and it would just be a complete mental block. I couldn't do it, so I'd much rather take the risk and use it as a diaper and hope that I can get to a store before they poop or pee again. Okay, number 4. Would you rather your baby have your looks and your significant other's brain, or your brain and your significant other's looks? I don't know really how to answer this. I don't think I want my kid to have my looks necessarily for the fact that I am very short. I am only 5'1", and I hate it. I would love to be 5'6". I hate being short. I don't know why. But, and I wouldn't want my kid to be super skinny. My husband has a very athletic body, and I would want my kid to have that body rather than have a super skinny body. And he has better hair than me. I know my hair probably looks decent most of the time on my videos, but it's actually very aggravating to deal with. So, yeah, I'd much rather them have his looks and my brain, because I feel like I'm a little bit more of the creative, imaginative person, so I'd rather my child to be more creative, and my husband is more hands-on, so yeah. Would you rather give birth to a 15-pound baby vaginally, or get pregnant with sextuplets? Because I'm so tiny, I do not think that I could ever give birth to a 15-pound baby vaginally. I think my entire lower lady area would be so torn to shreds, there would be no hope for me to ever have children again. So I would much rather carry sextuplets and know that I have at least 6 children. I probably don't need to have kids anymore, so, you know, I mean, maybe later on in life I'd want more, but, you know, it's like, I'd much rather have my belly sticking like 5 feet away from me than to have to give a birth to a 15-pound baby, because that's just large, very large. After birth, would you rather find out it's a boy and have prepared for a girl, or find out it's a girl and have prepared for a boy? I think I would much rather have prepared to have a boy and it end up being a girl, just because I think most times when people have girls, people will buy all pink, like straight up pink and purple, and you can't even use any of this clothing for a boy because you can't put a boy in pink or purple. That would look really dumb. I mean, you know? So I think with boys you get a mixture. You do get a lot of blue, but there's also green. Reds can kind of be for a girl. I mean, you can makeshift that for a girl. And you get a lot of yellows and whites. I think it would be easier as far as the clothes, and I don't know, I mean, even if you put a girl and a boy anything, it's still, she doesn't look like a boy, but if you put a boy in girl clothes, you're gonna look like a girl. So I would much rather find out it's a girl and have prepared for a boy. I was getting tongue-tied with. Okay, blah. Okay. If you could choose, would you rather your child grow up to be a famous athlete or famous for inventing something very popular? Either way, my child's gonna be rich. But I know for this one, my husband would probably say that he would much rather them be famous for being an athlete, because he's like so into baseball. Like, he played baseball in high school, so he would definitely rather them be an athlete. But I don't know, I think that having the brain kind of outweighs being athletic, you know, because you can't be athletic your whole life, you know. It's, once you get to a certain age, your body's gonna start breaking down, and it's like, then what? I mean, granted, you made a lot of money, you don't have to work again, but you'll always kind of be smart, you know. Like, kids, you can tell when they're getting smart, they're gonna be really smart from the time that they're starting to really show their personality as a child. But I think I would rather my kid be famous for inventing something, because then it's beneficial to everybody, you know? It's not so much just, I'm an athlete kind of thing. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Would you rather you find your child covered in syrup or the room covered in permanent marks? Actually had this happen to me when I was 8. My nephew decided to take a permanent marker and take it all the way across the room, all over my stuff. I was so mad. Of course, I was 8 years old, so, you know, it's understandable. But I was so mad at him. I wanted to choke him to death. Like, I was so mad because you can't get permanent marker out. So I think I would much rather my child be covered in syrup and I will just scrub their butt until they are raw. I will have to scrub their hair so much. You know, maybe it'll be easier to get off of the body than the hair, or off the hair than the body. I don't know, but I think I would much rather my child be covered in syrup than to come and find the room covered in permanent marks everywhere. Okay. Would you rather give birth in 10-degree cold weather with no heat, or give birth in 100-degree weather with no air conditioner? I do not like cold weather. I hate being cold. I don't like being hot either, but I can tolerate being hot rather than being cold. Like, I just hate being cold, especially because my skin just goes crazy wild when I'm freezing. But I think I would much rather give birth in 100-degree weather because, I mean, I'm already going to be basically naked. So, I mean, I'm going to be sweating and stuff anyways. But if I had to be naked while trying to give birth in cold weather with no heat, I would be like the most miserable person on the planet. Like, people would hate me. I think my husband would divorce me. So I'd much rather it be like 100 degrees and no air conditioner and have to give birth. Okay, number 10. I'm like, stop numbering these. Number 10. Would you rather your child hate the pacifier and love the bottle, or hate the bottle and love the pacifier? I think I would much rather my child hate the pacifier and love the bottle. I could probably find something else to soothe my child. I know a lot of people use the pacifier to soothe their child. But if a child loves the pacifier and hates the bottle, you can't breastfeed forever. And if you're not there and your husband or significant other or maybe a family member is watching the baby, how are they going to feed the baby? You know, they have to use a bottle even if it has your breast milk in it. If the baby does not want the bottle, the baby doesn't want the bottle. And then you'd have to pull an incident like off of, what is that movie? Meet the Fockers? Or Meet the Parents, whatever, Meet the Focker Parents, or what, I don't remember what it is, but he had like the boob thing. It was like an actual boob, that's how he would feed the baby. Yeah, you'd have to do something like that to like mimic a boob. But, yeah, so that's all of my would you rather questions. I know they're like really crazy and off the wall, and some of them are just like completely not even ever would happen. But I think it's just funny just to hear everybody's answers. So I'm tagging all of you who are watching this video. I want to see people do this because I love watching videos like this. And yeah, like I said, if you have any to add more on here, because I couldn't think of any more, and maybe somebody could think of something that's funnier than what I have, or something that would be like a harder question than what I have. So anyways, I will see you guys in another video, and I will talk to you later. Bye!